applause for that great speech by Mr. Buck Austin. Well, what a great day. Oh, I'm sorry I stepped on Jeremy's toes. He just messed that one up. First of all, thanks everyone for being here today. You know, I really enjoyed it coming here. I got up about 4:30 this morning, and I was happy to get up that early because I was leaving Washington, D.C. You know, if anyone has a problem with Washington, D.C., just come out to this part of the country and meet real Americans, patriotic Americans. We're here today to honor, as what was said many times before, Staff Sergeant Jeremy Austin and his family, Chrissy and the boys there. Something very important, and it's a special day. And you are all part of it. Homes for Our Troops is not just a small organization of 43 people out of Taunton, Massachusetts. You are Homes for Our Troops. And we're here today to give away a house on behalf of all of you, on behalf of America. I want to state up front, do not see this as charity. We see this as the moral obligation of our society.
That's right.
Now, what I'd like to do at this time, we have a special presentation. It took a lot of people to bring this house together, and what I'd like to do is call up at this time Jamie Oliver and any of the builders that were involved in this, whatever part of it. Please stand up here on the platform. Come on up, please. Every builder, all the people that did the landscaping. Drew up here. Come on up here, gentlemen. Jamie, if you'd come up here, come on up. On behalf of Homes for Our Troops, we're presenting, we have 100 more homes program. We did our first 100. This is number 140, this house. Between now and Christmas, we'll deliver 18 more homes around the country. Between January and March, 10 more homes after that. We're on track for building 32 homes next year and 24 homes in 2015. And the more funds we get, we'll build more homes to honor people like Staff Sergeant Jeremy Austin and the true heroes. But on behalf of Homes for Our Troops, Jamie, you and your whole team this represents, thank you so much for everything you've done. So I'd like to also, we got a special guest here, Major Barbone. Where is he? He's got a camera on there.
Over here.
The guy back there. He's representing Colonel Willie Buell and the whole Wounded Warrior Regiment, United States Marine Corps active duty. They're not supposed to be traveling, but there's another great Marine honoring another Marine. Thanks for coming. This is the 140th home we have completed after turning the keys over to Jeremy after the ceremony. I wish I was making this announcement that this was the last home we had to build. Amen. But unfortunately it isn't. There's been over 1,700 veterans in the Iraq-Afghanistan wars there that have deemed that they need a specially adapted home like we built here. We have built 140. The 5 other organizations put together have built about 90 to 100. So we have a lot more building to do over the next several years. These veterans who don't have these homes spend part of their lives in prosthetics and in wheelchairs. They are single, double amputees or worse, paralysis from the neck down, traumatic brain injury, severe burns, and they need this kind of home to help them with their independence and mobility and freedom. We build this home with 155 special adaptive features on it. This home is about community. It's not just about a small organization. It is about giving back to our veterans that have so proudly and honorably sacrificed. And Jeremy has done that in spades. But let us not forget our heroes that are still don't have a home and have life-altering injuries. You know, in this next year, they'll talk in Washington and they'll say, they're already talking about it in Iraq and they'll say it about Afghanistan. It's in our rearview mirror. Guess what? It'll never be in Jeremy's rearview mirror or his family. And so these are the kind of things we pull together as Americans to make happen, to honor our true heroes that have made a difference. You know, we have a lot of things going on here in the world, but taking time and paying respect for those men and women that have served so greatly is something very important, and thank you for your patriotic support. Now, I'd also like to point around, you see all these signs out here. We have many donors in our organization. We don't have a multi-million-dollar budget that you see us on TV all the time. This is about the community, bringing the community together. We have about 26,000 individual donors that donate to us on a regular basis, from $5 to $100,000. But every donation counts. We have so many people that do fundraisers for us, and we are truly grateful. And many of you are here today. We have a little gal from South Carolina, Maddie Andrews. She's about 13 now. She started out about 5-6 years ago giving us a $20 check. Every year she makes patriotic bracelets, has lemonade sales, and I was proud a couple weeks ago when she sent us a check in for $105. Very, very special. But it's that kind of patriotism that is so important. You know, I'm excited when we give away one of these homes because we're turning a patriot over to a community that'll lead by example and be part of the community and give back and be an icon. And so thank you, Mayor, and the community around here, this part of the country, for putting Jeremy and his family under your arms and being part of the community. What a special place. And I know he will not take that for granted. At this time, it is my honor to introduce a guest speaker. I want to say a few words, but before I do that, I do want to turn over, we have a symbolic key here, a key to freedom and independence, and I'd like to present this to Jeremy here. Don't drop that on your foot. You know, Marine Staff Sergeant Jeremy Austin was on his 5th deployment when he lost both of his legs in an IE attack in Afghanistan in April of 2009. He and his family are here with us today. And his family is very important, Chrissy and the boys, because it is the family, as Mr. Buck said, is going to make this a home, a special home. And I often see as I travel around the United States, those young brides there and their family working so hard to keep the family unit together and the love. They are very special people. So Chrissy and the boys, thank you for all your sacrifice and what you do every day. Let's give them a It's been a long journey for Jeremy. I was here at the Build Brigade last November time period when I met Jeremy and Chrissy and the family here. And I remember his comments up front very distinctly. And he mentioned that he joined the Corps and he thought he'd be on the Corps of his whole adult life. And he talked a little bit about his injury and the challenges. But what he got to me about at the end, he said, knowing everything I know now, I would do it all over again. That is true American patriot.